Today marks the beginning of Pride Month. President Biden has issued a proclamation saying this month marks a time to reflect on the trials the LGBTQ community has endured and to rejoice in the triumphs of trailblazing individuals who have bravely fought and continue to fight for full equality. That fight for equality hit a pivotal point in 1969 at the Stonewall Inn in New York City when police tried to raid a bar, which sparked a series of protests. Now, more than a half-century later, many are trying to determine how much progress has been made in the fight for full equality. Joining me now is Todd Sears. He is the founder of Out Leadership. Todd, welcome. Great to have you with us. So your organization released a 2021 State of LGBTQ plus Business Climate Index. So can you go over what is factored into it and how the index is calculated?
Sure. And first, thanks for having me. And I appreciate the coverage that CBSN is doing around Pride Month. Unfortunately, when marriage equality passed, too many Americans thought that the fight was over, that LGBTQ people had full equality and full protections under the law. And unfortunately, that is not the case. So 3 years ago, Out Leadership created the first ever LGBTQ Business Climate Index, which we're launching the third version of today. And the index seeks to explain and really clarify and shine a light on the discrimination that still exists all across the United States. So, for example, in over 30 states, being HIV positive could be considered a crime. Over 20 states have no protections for transgender employees or people in the state. In over 25 of those states, there are no protections for housing. And so what the index seeks to do is actually go across 20 different publicly identifiable data points across legal, youth, health, workplace, religious, and political, and really shine a light on all these different areas where discrimination still exists.
So when you broke it down, what states ranked among the highest and lowest on your Business Climate Index?
Well, this year, New York State is actually number one in the country. And for the second year in a row, South Carolina is dead last. And what we've seen across the United States actually mirrors what we're seeing in the political spectrum. States are pulling apart. The top 25 states all increased, and the top 25 bottom states, or the least in the scoring index, all decreased. And we're seeing them really focusing in three key areas: one around healthcare and access to healthcare, one around trans rights, and education. And if you look at the 130 bills across 35 states that are specifically targeting trans individuals, the most marginalized community in the LGBTQ community, and unfortunately, they're not just targeting the trans community, they're targeting trans youth with access to healthcare and access to sports. And so this index took into account all of those different areas that discrimination still exists. The Bostock ruling for the Supreme Court last year officially prohibits discrimination in employment. But despite that ruling, there is still massive opportunity that these states are taking advantage of. And unfortunately, they're using the LGBTQ plus community, again, as a wedge issue for political gain.
Yeah, it's really interesting. In a lot of these states where this legislation, is passing, there are clearly a lot of other problems that need to be addressed. And it's sort of interesting that they consider this such a pressing issue, right? That they have to pass this sort of legislation. Your index also includes a heat map, the states where LGBTQ people are empowered to participate more fully and openly in the economy. And we're showing the map, those are shown in green. So just how far behind are those states in orange and red compared to those in green?
Well, if you take the very bottom, South Carolina, it's around 32 on our index out of 100, and New York is at a 90.1. So there's a massive gap, almost 3 times as far that New York has progressed versus South Carolina. And when you translated that into dollars and cents, we found at last year's index, and we found again this year, that LGBTQ people will move away from anti-gay states to more friendly states. And not only will they leave with their talent, but they will also be willing to take a cut in overall compensation of almost 25%. So they're willing to give up compensation simply to move where there are states that are supportive of LGBTQ people. And research has shown time and time again that diversity, inclusion, innovation, and LGBT equality go hand in hand. And so the states that are discriminating against LGBTQ people are literally losing the economic fight. And the final thing I'll say, and you just mentioned this, but it's interesting and I think it's important to really highlight, is that these laws, especially the anti-trans laws, are solving a problem that does not exist. They're seeking to marginalize these trans students who just want to play sports. And it's almost like the bathroom bills from 5 and 6 years ago. And again, the business community stood up and said that this was anti-commercial, it was anti-democratic, and it was bad for business, whether it was in North Carolina or Georgia or Indianapolis. And you're looking at the exact same bills happening yet again. They're literally taking from the same playbook, literally the same text. The Alliance Defending Freedom has on their website a document that over 80 of these bills have been used in the formation of. So we're really trying to not just shine a light on this, but also highlight opportunities for business leaders to speak up. So in addition to the Climate Index today, we're launching the first ever business guide for leaders to advocate for trans equality across trans issues, which follows up on Out Leadership's business statement for trans equality 3 years ago, where we had 330 companies in the United States say that trans equality and trans equality is good for business and discrimination against trans people is bad for all business. So this index really is being more specific on those states.
And you mentioned how, many LGBTQ members of the community are just leaving states where there isn't an amenable climate. Is that a little bit of a catch-22? Of course, we can totally understand why they would want to do that, but then does that then leave the environment in those states, even worse? Like, how will those states improve if that's the trend?
It's true. I think there is a bit of a catch-22 in the statement. If you're not at the table, you're on the menu. And there are a lot of people who are choosing to stay. But I think if you put it in the broader context of a company, let's say that you're an employee and you're working in the state of New York and you need to move to Texas because your job is promoting you and you have an opportunity for advancement. And yet you have a trans or gender nonconforming child. So you're going to move to Texas, and the legislature has just passed a bill that is hopefully not going to end up getting signed into law that would literally make you guilty of neglect for providing gender-affirming care for your child. Or if you're an HIV positive person, the rights you give up from leaving New York State to move to Texas in terms of protections and even the dating world are significant. And that's exactly what these companies are dealing with. And that's why these businesses are speaking up against these odious laws.
Todd Sears, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your insight.
Thanks so much for having me.